Well, I just stepped into the greenhouse today to do some trimming and cloning on my mint, and I'm noticing it's over 40 degrees Celsius, which is, you know, over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I think maybe it might be getting on time to install some ventilation in my greenhouse. Either way, that's not what I'm here for. Today, like I said, I'm here to do some cloning. Now, for the most part, today's cloning adventure is going to focus on a nice soft stem plant. This chocolate mint from one of my previous videos. Let's take a look at how I'm going to do that. So what I've done here is I've just kind of gone around the plant looking for the largest, strongest stems, and in some cases I even found a few that have root starts because it was sitting on the clay pellets. And I've made a nice little pile over here that I plan to use to make my mint starts. So what I do with the mints anyway, and really what I do for most of the plants that I clone, is, like I say, I look for a nice big sturdy stem, and then I'm going to strip the leaves off of the bottom of that so that it's bare up to probably about where my thumb is. So that'll just be the first set of leaves on in this case. And I'm going to do that to all of the cuttings that I'm going to use to make new plants from. So we'll check back on that in a moment. In some cases with mint, especially aquaponic mint, you'll get really lucky when you're trying to do plant starts. As you can see, this one here has already started some roots, so clearly it'll grow just fine. Wonder how many more of those I'll find as I go through. So here, as you can see, I've stripped the bottom leaves off of all of those starts. Put them in a nice paper bag to dry for a cup of tea later on. Now, with aquaponics, it really couldn't get easier than this. I'm just going to take 3 of these together, plunk them right into the bed, right up to where those bottom leaves kind of meet the pebbles. Now, as you can see, in the heat of my greenhouse, these are already wilting somewhat, and these are going to continue to look fairly wilty over the next few days while they start to develop their own system for taking up the water. So I'm just going to plunk the rest of those in. We'll be right back. Now that I've got those in there, it's just going to be a matter of waiting. Mints lend themselves very well to the whole cloning process, so I'm betting I can come back here 10 to 14 days, let's just say 2 weeks, pull these out, and probably have some pretty good root systems on them. But the other plant that I'm known to clone lots of is my curry plant. So let's take a look at those for a moment. They all seem fairly sturdy. Let's find some of the ones I put down, probably about 6 to 8 weeks ago. And you can see on this one here, it is just now starting to develop some roots. The curry has a much more of a wood-like stem, almost a trunk in larger cases. And I find with plants like that, the curry and my rosemary over there with its one little clone, but I find with those it takes sometimes even 2 months for them to start getting any kind of real root structure going on there. So to anybody who's first getting started with propagating via cuttings, I would definitely recommend to start with something softer like a mint. You can clone tomatoes this way, it does work very well, but they end up kind of late season. So if you've got a greenhouse to grow them in, that's fabulous. If you're going to plant them outside, kind of a waste of time. But But there you are. This is a basic look at how easy it can be to clone chocolate mint and curry, and cloning in general, which is really just a quick, easy way to say propagating your plants via stem cuttings. There you are. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day.